Namaskar, I am Anubhav Ranjan and you're watching Ritam. The screams of terror still echo in the silent roofs of abandoned homes. The prayers for survival that went unanswered still haunt the Kashmiri Hindus who once called the valley their home. 35 years have passed since a dark tide of violence and radicalism swept through Kashmir, uprooting an entire community. The blood of history stains the land, yet the cries for justice remain unheeded. How long will the embers of genocides smolder without justice? The grim reality today is that thousands of Kashmiri Hindus remain exiled from their ancestral homeland. Efforts to resettle them face violent threats from radical Islamist groups, a stark reminder of the forces that drove them out in 1990. This anniversary marks not just the passage of time, but a glaring failure to rectify the horrors of the past. The trauma is compounded by the indifference and continued danger posed by terrorism and extremist ideology. The horrors of January 19, 1990 were not a sudden storm, they were the harvest of seeds sown decades earlier. The systematic marginalization of Kashmiri Hindus began long before, with roots in centuries of persecution. By the mid-20th century, the rise of Islamist politics, fueled by figures like Sheikh Abdullah, led the groundwork for the cleansing that followed. Events in 1931 and 1947 provided grim preludes, but the 1987 elections were a tipping point. Electoral fraud and political betrayal fanned the flames of militancy, transforming communal tension into outright terror. Between 1989 and 1990, the escalation was brutal. Terrorists targeted prominent Kashmiri Hindus with chilling precision, using violence as a weapon of fear. Cold-blooded murders became daily news. Lawyer Tikka Lal Taplu, Judge Neela Kant Ganju, and housewife Sheila Kaul fell victim to a machine of terror designed to cleanse Kashmir of its Hindu heritage. Posters demanding departure or death appeared overnight. Mosques' loudspeakers blared slogans of conversion or execution, and terror spread like wildfire. While the exodus claimed over 3 lakhs lives uprooted from their homes, political and media silence was deafening. Successive governments, from Rajiv Gandhi to Farooq Abdullah, failed in their fundamental duty to protect citizens. Headlines were buried, reports minimized, and a narrative of denial persisted. Meanwhile, acts of barbarity like the gruesome murder of Girija Tikku, cut alive with a mechanical saw, became painful symbols of the savagery inflicted. Today, justice remains elusive. While the current government has made strides toward resettlement, the process moves slowly amid persistent security threats. The perpetrators of these heinous acts roam free. Questions of accountability loom large. Why has there been no concrete prosecution? Why do victims' families still wait in vain? And what message does this send about India's commitment to protecting its minorities? The story of Kashmiri Hindus is a story of resilience, but it is also a cautionary tale of forgotten suffering. History demands accountability, not apathy. Moving forward, India must address this blot on its conscience by delivering justice, securing the valley from extremism, and restoring the cultural heritage that jihadists sought to erase. Jai Hind.